Welcome to Steps to Success. What's up, new stepper? I know you're trying to get your first listing right now as a realtor, but there's only 3 steps really to getting your first listing. Step 1, obviously, you need to make sure you get that real estate license. Now, no matter what state you're in, if you're in the USA, I got you a ballpark figure with how much it'll cost to actually get your real estate license. If you're interested in finding that out, go ahead and click the link up there. Now, number 2, and this is a huge one. It was a huge one for me. I like to let you know it took me about 2-3 months to get my first. Oh, that was my dinner. I need to hurry up and finish this. That was my dinner. I'm air frying some burgers and fries. All right. Either way though, it took me about 3 months to get my first listing. And the biggest reason why I got my first listing within that time frame of 3 months, the first 3 months of me being a realtor, was because of USA Home Biz. So step number 2, once you get that real estate license, is to sign up to USA Home Biz and become a certified agent. Now, that USA Home Biz is going to set you apart in your marketplace, and you're going to understand more why as we hop into it. But the bottom line is, you as the representing the seller agent, they are only required to pay your commission and not the buyer's commission. And that's a big thing, especially in this market where, the sellers feel like they can sell the property by themselves. So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is to develop a plan and stick to it, guys. Consistency. There's not a secret. Now, no matter what process you choose, no matter what steps you choose to try to walk upon, no matter what path, you have to be consistent. If you're not going to be consistent, then you might as well just turn off this video and get back on social media and get to scrolling again. Because what it takes to be successful in this life, if you're an entrepreneur and really in any endeavor, whether it's as long as you're reaching potential, trying to reach your full potential, you have to be consistent. So I'm going to show you my process that I took that led me to getting my first listing, and I was very consistent, and I did get my first listing. It did not sell. And if you're interested in, hearing my update or my review of my first listing process, you can go in and watch that video up there, or the link will be in the description as well. But before I get into actually showing you guys the 3 steps, so we already know the first step, but before I show you guys other 2 steps, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button and, go ahead and subscribe. Why not? I'm coming content with you guys consistently, giving you that great content. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you stay tuned in to a whole bunch of content that's coming your way, giving you steps to success. And if you're familiar with me, and if you're familiar with the movement, the steps that I'm giving you is nothing more than my personal experience. I've already lived it. And that's why I feel like there's steps. And also, you see me progressing throughout life by following the channel. So just make sure you tap into the movement. But let's go ahead and hop right into how to get that first listing.
You got your real estate license. Good job at that. Now, next thing you want to do is head over to usahomebiz.com. So once you get here, as you can see, this is the main page. Now, if you as an agent, you want to press more so you can figure out, what USA Home Biz is, what they have to offer. So you'll go right here to Realtor Frequently Asked Questions. So as you can see, with this bidding process, eliminate the need for an agent. So it just gives you a whole bunch of information about, what USA Home Bids is, what they have to offer, and what sets them apart and why it benefits you. So the USA Home Bids model, they start the bidding about 77% of market value, so 33% below the market value. And, that's to really bid. It creates interest and momentum for the property. So, why not just sell properties the normal way? It gives you a whole bunch of reasons on why USA Home Bids works for you. I can tell you it worked for me. It set me apart with my client that, listed with me. They were surprised and they really loved this process of the USA Home Bids process. So you can go through and read this. And you also can come over here to buyer frequently asked questions and seller frequently asked questions as well. So it lets you know, what to expect if you're a seller that's listing this property with the home bids agent. So you as an agent, you will want to know these type of answers so you can tell your seller, your potential client, what to expect throughout this process. So once you've checked all this out and you've decided that, hey, look, I think this is time for me, or maybe you just want some more questions, you'll go here, or some more answers to the questions, you'll go here an agent inquiry. So you can just fill out something and then somebody will get back to you and they will, give you the answers to the questions. So what this looks like though, if you go to real time bidding, kind of takes you to a different one so you can see what all it is around here. So loads up, as you can see, these are the properties. So it looks like this bid now. These are people from different states. Looks like this one has some bidders. All right, Cheryl Willis got it out here. She be out here. So there we go. Remodeling dream come true. And this is the property itself. So a couple pictures. And as you can see, there was 45 bids on the property. So it started at 199 and it got all the way up to 266. So she's going to sell this property, and she's always selling properties, and so will you. So if you're in Phoenix, Arizona, you'll be contacting and talking to this woman. Um, and there's different people in different states. So, and you see, this is a rough property, but what happened is it got bidded up. So it was at 199, and then it got bidded all the way up to 266, and that can happen to your property as well. All right, let's go ahead and take it back. So now you've checked it out. You know what it looks like. Next thing you want to do, you've decided that, you know what, I'm ready to get signed up. I'm ready to become a USA Home Biz agent. So you want to go here, You want to go here and you want to go register for agent certification. So you got two options once you get here. You can do a live agent certification when you have, the actual teachers. They'll be teaching you a live in-person / Zoom certification. So it really is Zoom. Or you can do it on demand. So it's already kind of pre-recorded. It's already pre-recorded. And, this is what it looks like with each one of them. So you got the all states one. Once you click that, you go to Eventbrite and you sign up for a time. It only happens once a month. And it costs $99 if you are an EXP agent. And if you're not an EXP agent, it's $149. So as you can see, it happens May 20th of this month. And that's if you want it to be in person or on Zoom. But the next option is you can have it on demand, all states. So this is it, guys. And these are actually my sponsors. So this guy is who got me into the business of EXP Realty, and I signed up under him. So he's my sponsor, and he is above him in the sponsorship program with EXP Realty. So both of these guys are really good guys. They'll get you taken care of. Let them know that Steps to Success sent you, and they definitely will get you taken care of. All right, so now you got that all figured out. You about to, become a on-demand agent certification or live agent, whatever works best for you. But you got your certification. Now you're ready to get started with your process. So what is the process? Well, for me, this was my process. Go over to For Sale by Owner. This is my For Sale by Owner tracker. So if you're familiar with the lead tracker, with wholesaling real estate, the lead tracker. If you're not familiar with that, you can click the video up right there to take a look at it. But the lead tracker, guys, it's basically the same thing. I just did it with For Sale by Owner. So that's just what I mean by being consistent. As you can see, my first time actually starting to put my leads into the spreadsheet was February 2nd. I started calling a couple weeks before that. I got my license at the end of December, so I started calling a couple weeks into January. So once I started to track myself, as you can see, it was nonstop. Like I was calling like 10 a day, and it paid off quickly, guys. So this was my first listing, 1216 East Sunburst. You can, check out the video of that or by clicking the link up here. So this is my first listing. I contacted them initially February 3rd. We met Saturday at 11 a.m. and this was a green for me. So, a yellow is somebody that, I should call back. So I sent them a text. They had the property listed herself has a realtor. She's interested in a 3% commission. Again, I was able to offer them, a 3% commission because it's 3% total. So they don't have to worry about paying the buyer's agent. So if you're a For Sale by Owner, you're automatically going to want to do that anyway. So this was it. We actually began the listing process. I believe it was like March. They had some tenants in there, so we had to get them out. But I was nonstop, like 10 calls a day, just 10 calls a day. So this was my process, up until my first listing. And you can watch the review again of what I think about the first listing and all that process. But, I sent emails, and this was another one that I really came close. I went out there and met him. This was a good guy. His name was Mr. Martin. Cool dude. Real cool dude. But went out there, met up with him, and this was my process, like I said. So I stuck to it. I saw it through, and it worked out. So as you can see, guys, you need to do the same thing here. If you do this, I guarantee you it'll work. All you're doing is contacting for sale by owner leads. Contact 10 of them a day. As you can see on my second day is when my second day that was actually recorded of the contact date is when I came in contact with my first listing. And it was just from consistently building it up, building my pipeline. So I first have the address, then the number, the name, contact date, notes, necessary notes, listing price. And I didn't really stay on the days on market. That didn't really mean much, but listing price meant much. So this is literally it, guys. And I'll link this for sell by owner tracker for you guys in the description at the bottom. That way you guys can, get a feel for what to do and how to do it. But yes, this is it. So, I stopped it right here. And like I said, I got towards the end of it, and you can watch my review on what I start thinking about everything. But this was it. So I had, my notes and everything. So this process right here is sure to get you your first listing. And let me show you another reason why. Because you see on some of these, it says I sent the text or I sent the email or something like that. Let me show you why. Okay, as you can see, this is a kind of a template of what one of my messages would look like. So thanks to, the USA Home Biz guys, I literally could just call someone, send an email, and I will get my point across on what I can offer them in the email. So once they responded back to me in the email or they gave me a call back, they were already motivated. They already knew what I could offer. And USA Home Biz allowed me to create a template because, look, it's simple. This person's name was Lisa. Hey, Lisa, it's D'Angelo. It was a pleasure meeting with you today. Pleasure speaking with you today is what that should say. About the property on 810 West Harbor in Gilbert. In review, I can get this property sold for you within 14 days for a 3% commission. With the 14-day exclusive, in addition to me being your full service agent at 3% commission, I will get my professional photographer to come out and get a video walkthrough and pictures of the property. I will market the property to our clients on USA Home Biz. Click here. So I would make sure I link the site because, most homeowners haven't heard about it. And this is a listing service. I explained to it what it is. The platform is very transparent and will allow for you to see each bid as soon as it is posted, which is very cool. I didn't say that in there, but you read the rest. Additionally, each potential buyer will see the other's bid. So, this allows us to create a bidding frenzy for your property. All of that being said, everything that I can offer them is right here. So once they call me back, they know what I can offer. Now it's like, what's up? You ready to meet? And once they're ready to meet in person, they know what I can offer them. So it's on the floor. And it was on the floor. Like, that's what it was. And like I said, process wasn't for me, but some people it can be. And this, that template right there is a great use of what you should do. So guys, you can get started on this literally today. You can get started calling in and documenting your leads. There's several for sale by owner leads, no matter what city, state, town you're in. There's so many for sale by owner leads because they know the market is hot, so they think that they can sell it themselves. But most for sale by owners don't even sell the property themselves. About 88% of them end up listing with the realtor. So just make sure you're right there in their face when they do decide to list. And another great idea, something that I was going to do, with the realtor side of things, was to send mail. So just to be sending them mail about USA Home Biz, about what I can offer. Guys, you can list the property for 1% with USA Home Biz. Like literally, you can list it for 1%. So like that's huge. And the buyer agent, so the buyer himself or that buyer has to pay the agent 2.5%, and then the USA Home Biz system 0.5%. So you will get 1%. Say a $500,000 sale, you'll get $5,000, and then the buyer, they will have to, put an additional 3% on top of that $500,000 purchase price, and that would be the total purchase price for the buyer. All right, guys, I'm excited for you, man. Good luck on your journey of, getting your first listing as a realtor. This is the blueprint right here. So if you're not, if you feel like you lost, look no further. You got the blueprint. Now all you got to do is get started, get signed up to USA Home Biz, and get on your marathon. Let's go. And as always, get to stepping.